Alrighty. The plane is inclined at an angle 15 degrees to the horizontal. The plane is projected from a point P above the plane with an initial speed of 20 meters per second at an angle of 60 degrees above the horizontal. 60 degrees above the horizontal. If I was to move that onto the plane, what would be the angle of throw? It'd be 45, wouldn't it? So if this didn't take place in the air but took place on ground level as usual, that would be 45. You got that? And what happens if you break up its components? So it's going up at 20 and it's going at 45 degrees. What do we reckon? 20 cos 45 and 20. Sine 45 would be 20 over root 2 and 20 over root 2 respectively. Go with that? Now, because it's been a while, 20 sine 45. Yeah, we're good. All right. Next thing we're going to do is going to break up it into the we're going to break it up into its gravity components. Now, please remember the angle is 15, so it's going to be g cos 15 and g sine 15. Okay, we have a g cos 15 and g sine 15. I'll just enter in the calculator later and we'll break up into its third form. Unless it's easy to write, I'm not going to do it now. Yeah, I'm not writing that until the very end. Why would I do that to myself? This is one of these decisions that makes life easy. I'm not going to write that third stuff all the way through it. I'm just going to keep it sine 15, cos 15, and I'll change it at the very end, okay? Make life easy for yourselves. Don't be that guy, all right? Know who you are. Now, so the deal is you're doing it above the plane. So your time of flight actually occurs at, it's not sy equals 0, your time of flight occurs at sy equals, because you're dropping down 1. Okay? And that's the only trick to this. Everything else is the same. So what we're going to do is well, there's 2 tricks, the angle as well. So let's do it. Bx, anybody? 20 over root 2. And it's going to be minus gt sine 15. Is that cool, you guys? All right. And then py minus gt cos 15. Okay. We should go for sx now. And then sy. So what's sx then? 20 over root 2 t minus half gt squared cos 15. And then the other one is 20 over root 2. Is it sine, is it? It is sine, thank you. Remember, take those extra 5 minutes per question and check. Okay? Good man. Check twice. Alright, so we good so far? Now, time of flight would be what, guys? Time of flight will have that equivalent minus 1. Is there any information I'm missing? Nope. Unfortunately, are you stuck with a minus b formula for this? For the lads who got there before me? You're stuck with a minus b, are you? Yeah, alright, fair enough. So, what we might do there is here. Thanks. Check it 3 times. Now, I'm going to rearrange everything. So it's going to be a half gt squared cos 15. Oh, no, you don't. And Then it's going to be minus 20 over root 2 t. And the other one, well, I think it's still minus 1 equals 0. Alright, you guys are going to do the minus b form. You would be forgiven for putting everything into decimals, maybe do 4 decimal places and do the minus b formula that way. You can always, that's always an option. Now your a value is, what's it, a half g cos 15, yeah? Your b value is 20 over root 2. And your c value is minus 1. If you did want to do it, you could always just give it 3 or 4 decimal places and do it that way. So you could do 4.9 cos 15, and you'll get 4.733. And then if you want to do 20 over root 2, I'd give it 4 decimal places if you have a choice. Or to be honest, 10 root 2 isn't that bad, is it? So you can sort of mix and match what's easy and what's not. And then you do the minus b formula, so you go minus 10 root 2 plus or minus the square root of 10 root 2 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4.733, c all over 2a, which is 2 times 4.733. Lob all down to the calculator. Wonder if I can. Ah, there it is from earlier. Grant. And minus 10 root 2 plus, plus which is 10 root 2 squared. And 4 times 4.733 minus 1 all over 2 times 4.733. Anybody get 0.069 for the t value? Oh dear. What? And the minus answer isn't going to be any good either, is it? What? So which one did I make a mistake on? Ah, there you are. So it's a positive 10 root 2. Those the little things, and that's a negative 10 root 2. 3.057. And happy days, 3.057, 3 decimal places. Okay, and then what's the last part of the question? The speed at the point where it is traveling parallel to the inclined plane. Oof. When is it traveling parallel to the plane? Can anybody tell me? Yes. Dy will equal? Yeah, that's correct. Oh wait, yeah. If you're traveling parallel to the plane, so as an example, here's the plane, and you're usually traveling up like this, aren't you? You're usually traveling with a Vx and a Vy. Okay? So you usually have a Vy and a Vx. Now, if the Vy is 0, all you're left with is the Vx, which is parallel to the plane. So Oliver is correct. Just put your Vy equal to 0 and solve. Okay? And what does it want from us? The speed when that happens. So Vy equals 0. And then you're going to get isolate t. You're going to get t equals 20 root 2. And that's you also have your g cos 15 over here. Well, if you move it over the other side, it's going to be root 2 g cos 15. Is that alright? Once again, why not just give it 4 decimal places? Why kill yourself in a question like this? 20 divided by root 2, 9.8, and cos 15, 1.49, 1.494. Alright, and what do we need to do with that then? Sub it into Vx, because it only has a Vx component, okay? So sub into Vx, and what we should get is, I'll just do the calculator. We're going to get 20 divided by root 2 minus 9.8 t, which is 1.44 sine 15 equals, and we got 10.35, 7, or sorry, 10.35, and is 10.35 the correct answer? 10.36. Huh, we lost a decimal somewhere, didn't we? Probably just around an error or something like that. You should be okay with that many decimals. So maybe they made it. But look, is what it is. You know how to do it anyway. Grand. Alright guys.